so much. Very good question, because there's a lot of layers to this. Now, I think the most important thing, where I'm going to start with from my point of view, you say that you've seen behind the scenes of the Wild Eye guys, myself, Martin, and Andrew, in the field, on foot, close to and photographing dangerous game. Let's start at one point. Safety always first. End of story. That goes for myself as the guide, my guest, and the animal, because you cannot compromise any of those. Now, the most important thing is, and this comes back to safety, is between Marlon, myself, and Andrew, we probably have an excess of about, 30, 35 years worth of guiding experience. Now, I'm not just talking photographic guiding, as in, take this picture, this is where we're going to go. I'm talking guiding, where we've taken people on game drives. We've walked people on trails into dangerous game and all of these things. It's a very different thing to a lot of the photographic guides out there today who call themselves photographic guides, yet they've never taken the responsibility for someone's life on the back of a vehicle or on foot when there's a pissed off elephant charging at you. Right, so like I said, Marlon, Gerry, Andrew, all the guys from Wild Eye, we've been in that position. I've sat on a vehicle where there's 6 people at the back and there's an upset herd of elephants that want to throw the car over. I've taken responsibility in that position. And you've done walks and stuff as well, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so from a walking point of view, and this is where this question is going, is I've taken the responsibility with a weapon in my hand, qualified and experienced, in the field, and you've taken responsibility for the situation. A lot of the photographic guys today don't do this. They just go on foot to get the shot, but there's no understanding, there's no, what am I looking for? Depth behind it, yeah? So, you say you've seen scenes of us in the field. Absolutely, we do go on foot with our guests, as long as both from the local guide, for example, in Monopools we use Kevin, he's our local guide there. If between him and myself, or between him and Marlon, or between him and Andrew, we feel the situation is safe, we will go on foot. In Madikwe, for example, I have done many walks with photographic guides during the last couple of years, but it's because Grant, who's my guide over there, is qualified, experienced. I've walked into many hairy things with Grant in the past. There's a trust issue. I know that should the shit hit the fan, we will be able to deal with that situation. Also, check this out. If this happens, like on a walk in Madikwe, for example, I will very rarely take my camera, because you as a guide, you as a guest, cannot get the feel and the kind of reality thereof looking through a viewfinder. It's very different. So locations where you could do it. For example, Monopools has been known for it. The problem is there, a lot of guys who've been in the bush twice go to Monopools because, yay, they can walk. They have no idea what they're doing. That's very, very dangerous. Madikwe, we can do it, we get on foot because of qualifications, experience, trust, knowing the area, and so on and so forth. Where else would you go on foot?
A lot of private reserves.
Yeah? Private reserves, but it still comes back to your experience, the local guide's experience, and safety always first. Yeah? So, Martin, I'm going to probably go with that. Hey, it's safety always first. We know the areas that we're walking in or going on foot in, and you need to be able to take responsibility for that event. If the shit hits the fan, you need to be able to cope with it and know what to do. Someone who says they're a photographic guide that's been doing it for the last 2 years and they put themselves in the field, they don't know what it feels like and means. Right, that's kind of the rant, borderline rant. Moving on. Why would you do it? Obviously it's about the lower angles. You want to get that low angle of the elephant in the distance standing up. You want to lay down on the floor with 300 meters between you and a lion and get that low angle, which makes for a much more emotive image. That's why you want to do it. In past videos I have discussed how you can negate that. Park further away with the vehicle and shoot with a telephoto lens. It helps with the angle. But I believe, and even as a photographic guide, what I do, I still believe going on foot can result in great images, but you know what's even better is the experience thereof. The experience of being out there in nature, walking around, feeling the soil under your feet, smelling everything, knowing that you're at the same level of your subject. The experience thereof, that's where the magic is. So, yes, as Wild Eye, we do take people on foot in some areas. We are, however, qualified, experienced, and we will take responsibility for the events that follow. Yeah? And I'm very comfortable with that. Marlon on the other side here is nodding as well. So if you see it behind the scenes, that's the deal. But if you ever do it, just make sure that your guides are qualified guides, and safety always first. Hope that helps, Martin. Good question. My name is Gerry. I'm from Wild Eye. I will see you guys next time.